Hi again. Earlier we discussed how UX designers help make technology easier to understand and more enjoyable to use. In this video, we'll define user experience and UX design. We'll review why UX design is important for consumers and businesses. Let's get started. The user experience is how a person, the user, feels about interacting with or experiencing a product. And a product is a good, service, or feature. It might be a physical product, like a video game controller, or a bag of potato chips, or a technology product, like an app, website, or smartwatch. There are many things that can make up a good user experience. In this video, we'll highlight some of them. For example, for a user to have a good experience, the product needs to be usable, equitable, enjoyable, and useful. Let's break that down. To begin, user experience is about improving usability, or making something easier to use. This means that the design, structure, and purpose of the product are clear to everyone. Think about a ketchup bottle. Historically, ketchup came in a glass bottle. The user had to hit the bottom of the glass to make ketchup come out. Often, no ketchup, or too much ketchup, would come out of the bottle. Today, the ketchup bottle has been redesigned into a plastic, squeezable bottle, which makes it easier to use and allows users to control how much ketchup comes out. UX designers need to think about every person who uses the product. This might include people with disabilities or people with very different life experiences from your own. For example, one user might find an app with a lot of text easy to use. On the other hand, a user with a visual impairment might want different features, like sound. Considering the unique needs of many different people is important work, and thinking about equitable design is key. Being equitable means your designs are useful and marketable to people with diverse abilities and backgrounds. User experience is also about making things enjoyable to use, which creates a positive connection between the user and the product. UX designers foster that positive connection by taking a user's thoughts and feelings into account when making products. Think about ordering takeout food online. When you search for a restaurant in Google or Yelp, you can see photos of dishes and read reviews from other people who have eaten there. This experience is enjoyable because you can make a more informed choice about what to order, leaving you feeling happier about the product. So, how do we figure out what makes a user happy with the product? That's where research comes in. To know how users feel, we have to collect evidence on how they're experiencing that product in real time, and ask them about it too. We'll discuss this in a lot more detail later. As humans, we want products that are useful, meaning they solve our problems. For example, if you're lost, a map app telling you how to get home is useful. But if the app can't find your current location, it's not so useful anymore. So now we know what it means for a user to have a good experience. Why is it important to business? In 2018, the research firm McKinsey & Company studied companies in 3 industries: medical technology, consumer goods, and retail banking. They found that, regardless of industry, businesses that focused on good usability and design perform better than their competitors. Basically, it comes down to this. When people like a product, they use that product a lot, and they recommend it to their friends. And more people using the product means better business for the company. Plus, when users have a good experience with the product, they're more likely to have a positive opinion of the company that made it. A win-win for the user and the business. Can you think of a product you love so much that you shared it with a friend? If you did, that's a great example of user experience design in action. Despite all this, a lot of companies don't understand the important role that UX design can play in improving their business, and that's where you, as a UX designer, come in. So now you know how to describe user experience and UX design, and you understand why UX design is important for consumers and businesses. Next up, we'll learn more about what UX designers do.